Mr. Tripleson, and last night was...
Double the pleasure, double the fun. Call me Jack, ladies. You earned it. Now, Amscray, it's time for my primal scream therapy.
I thought they'd never leave. Take that horrible thing off.
What? You don't dig my groovy banana hammock? Fine. Ah, my aching head. Sleep it off, Jack. I hate that guy. His voice grates on my nerves. So, the Nexos. Who sent them and why?
I have been pondering that ever since we fled Paradiso. There must be another Furon DNA gatherer here on Earth.
If this moron thinks he can steal my scene, he's smoking the drapes. But picking this guy out of 4 billion monkeys would be like finding a virgin showgirl in Paradiso. It's not like he's gonna be advertising on TV.
Sunnywood, California. Land of surf, sand, and endless sun. But in this refuge for dreamers and the weak-minded, there are those who would take advantage. Among them, the Lunarian Church of Alientology and its reclusive leader, Dr. C. Kurt Calvin. Dr. Calvin, have aliens really visited Earth?
Absolutely. And soon they'll return in their chariots of light to lift the faithful up to the heavens and life everlasting. Thousands of Lunarians already believe.
I spend 30 years zapping them one at a time, and this freak hands out a few shrooms, plays a little synthesizer, and they line up to get their brains sucked out.
A plan so devious that only a Furon could have thought of it. Well played, sir.
Yeah, well, it's time we played him. And I know just the foxy news babe to help us. How do I draw the reporter out? Who's gonna notice one more alien in this town?
I have just the thing. An ancient Furon weapon so strange to earthly eyes that only a reporter on the supernatural would bother to investigate.
Okay, you got me all hot now. Enough foreplay, Potts. What is it?
It's a spore launcher for a particularly voracious species of carnivorous flora from the once lush planet Venus, before we turned it into a self-perpetuating inferno. I call it the Venus Human Trap.
Sometimes the old ways are best.
Bizarre reports of a giant man-eating plant in downtown Sunnywood will definitely get the attention of this reporter.
Pox, how the hell did this Lunarian cult start? I mean, whatever happened to our cult of Arkvoodle? Well, we had the alien-worshipping cult market cornered back in the 60s.
Humans are not as idealistic today. They have jobs, mortgages, alimony payments. They must be convinced of their weaknesses through a veritable bombardment upon their self-esteem, and shown the way to happiness by a charismatic leader like Dr. C. Kurt Calvin. Can I get an amen?
How did Calvin do it?
First, he authors a series of ridiculously absurd but equally popular science fiction novels to make himself a household name around the world.
Oh yeah. I hope for his sake nobody in this town makes a movie out of that crap.
Then he enlists rabid fans to disperse personality tests which convince self-hating humans they are hopelessly depressed. Devoid of self-worth, they accept group conformity and sever all ties with family and friends. Then they flock in droves to training seminars for a sizable admittance fee, where Calvin himself browbeats them to tears, then promises to teach them patented technologies to boost inner strength and happiness.
Sounds like an expensive operation. How does he keep it going?
Embarrassment. Leaving Calvin means admitting you fell prey to such an obvious charlatan in the first place. Most of his adherents would die before returning to the poisonous "I told you so's" of their friends and families.
Well, I gotta hand it to Calvin, whoever he really is. I mean, he sure knows how to squeeze humans dry. Sounds like fun. Hey, Pop, remember that time you thought it'd be a good idea to cross-clone me with a female Furon?
Yes, I remember.
We should do that again.
The realest human trap. The more you feed it, the more panic you'll incite to draw the reporter's attention. We only have one active Venus human trap at a time. Each time you launch a new one, the living ones will die.
That kind of bites, boss. It's cool to sprout them all.
Trust me, it's all right. Otherwise, the voracious monsters will turn on each other. This is bound to make the 11 o'clock.
Quick, get a shot of it eating the police! Well, Mama didn't raise no sissies. It appears to be some sort of trifid or body-snatching pod from a galaxy far, far away.
It's all in your imagination.
Hey, I was kidnapping her.
Apparently, the Lunarians intend to muzzle Mrs. Stew. Get her back! Find that bag! For the vehicle transporting Miss Stone and marked it on your nav map. Bring the vehicle carrying her with you. Remember, we need her alive. The Lunarians seem to be rather testy.
Relax, I'll take care of them like Kirk took care of the gold.
I think I need to change my suit. You'll see a shrink, but God.
Crypto! I am taking strong presence from those nagging ghouls.
I hope they bring some help this time. I need a good chat.
Can fly. Die, unfiltered! Far out.
I dare you to knock it off.
I believe a man can...
Well done, my ultraviolet little minion.
Popsicle, if you hear the van a rockin', don't come a knockin'. Not a feathered hair out of place. How you doing there, dollface? Listen, I'm looking for Kurt Calvin. How do I find him?
Am I on candid camera?
I knew this wasn't going to work.
Crypto, you fool! You'll ruin everything!
Relax, Pox. The lady's a professional. Let's start over. My name's Crypto. I'm a good guy alien from outer space. I'm here to catch a bad guy alien who's wearing Kurt Calvin the same way I just did this poor schmo.
You saved my life.
I got a weakness for blondes. Also, brunettes and redheads.
For Arkvoodle's sake! Crypto, can't I leave you alone for 1 minute?
Crap. Listen, get me to Calvin and I'll get you the scoop of a lifetime.
No, but I know someone who can. Someone on the inside. A climber. He calls himself Deep Naval.
A master of the path of space can use psychokinesis against enemies or objects many times his own size.
Who are you talking to? Are you daydreaming again?
I think so. But I feel like my psychokinetic power has just grown stronger.